I love flowers, tame ones and wild ones, and ones that grow on bushes and trees. But the ones I find the most exotic are those that grow on the water. It's as if when God said on the third day of creation, "Let the land produce vegetation," and it was so, that the breath of his voice spilled out upon the water, and lilies suddenly sprung to life there as well. My childhood home was on a small lake, and growing about 10 feet away from our dock were water lilies. The first time my brother picked one for our mum, he just caught a tiny piece of the stem where it poked up above the water. Unfortunately, the bloom closed up that night and refused to be opened. Water lilies, you see, have long stems that reach down to the bottom, and they drink through the sides of the whole stem. They need a lot of water and thus a lot of stem to survive. So ever after that, my brother would reach way under the water as far as he could to pull up as much of the stem as he possibly could. When my mom would put the lily into a big round bowl, she would wind the stem around and around to make certain that it was soaking down in the water. Psalm 119, the longest of all the Psalms, has 176 verses. 171 of those directly mention God's Word and the importance of dwelling upon it and following it. The psalmist wanted to soak in God's Word, as it is truth, direction, and life. Your Word, he says to God, is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path. Do we, Christians of today, feel the same way? Do we realize that we are spiritually drying up because we are not constantly soaking in the goodness of the Lord? In these dark times, are we seeking His truth and His light? On day 6 of creation, God breathed, and we were created. And so, the way to have fullness of life is for us to soak in the SON sunshine. Blessings.